This is Kate Baconsale. You're listening to Baconsale.
I say, I've been playing cards all evening and I am utterly famished.
Yeah.
And yet I do not want to leave the table, nor do I wish to get my fingers all in the cards all greasy. Pardon me, my good man. Yes, my lord? Would you be so kind as to fetch me some pieces of meat between 2 slices of bread from the kitchen? Of course, my lord. And who shall I say is requesting this unique and unusual meal? Sandwich, my good man. The Earl of Sandwich.
What? Is that a history lesson? How sandwichy am I?
How British is it?
Eat cucumbers, sandwiches.
Maybe.
Let's see.
Welcome to Baconsale. I'm Joel.
I'm Kent.
And I'm Zack.
We'd like to thank you for listening to our last episode, our fall movie preview. Fall, winter, end of year movie preview.
Yes, thank you to all of those who participated, including the no one on Instagram. Thank you for that.
Yeah. Get on it. Listen, if Joel was dancing and doing the Napoleon Dynamite dance, then we would.
Our faces weren't in the photo, so nobody commented, unlike this week.
Yeah, sorry.
It's going to go off.
Our whole bodies.
Marley Farron says, I'm pretty sure Julia Stiles, some Juilliard watched something about Save the Last Dance.
What just happened?
Okay.
It takes me so long to get through these episodes because I watch every trailer you mention, except some of Joel's fake ones.
They're real, by the way. They're not fake.
They're all real.
Yeah.
The Smashing Man didn't even look like The Rock. I kept second guessing myself. It is a little weird.
Yeah,
and I'm now traumatized from a lot of the horror ones, especially the Long Walk and the football one. So thanks for that.
Yeah.
But hey, that is actually the way to do it.
That is the way to do it, Marley. Good
Marley, she's mentioned this before.
Get traumatized. Baconsale.
Like, we should probably call it the Marley method at this point. Like, let it take all day to listen to the episode because you're pausing and watching trailers. We love that. Thank you for sharing. Let's see. Kelly Brandon on Twitter, never giving that up, says, yes, Sarah, played by Julia Stiles, does something.
Why are you not spoiling it?
Oh, he's dancing. He's pop locking.
Yeah.
That we got the answers we demanded.
And the white whoopee joke made me choke on my Honey Nut Cheerios.
A joke that you wanted cut from the show. It was so good.
But it made the finale.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then finally, shout out to Crew Dutler.
Yeah.
Who answered the call. Unlike anybody talking about what happened at the end of Save the Last Dance. I don't know. Nobody.
Yeah, come on, people. We need to know. Did she make it into Juilliard?
We know, they told us. Some Juilliard. I don't know. Never let that die. Thank you to Crew who cast us in our biopics. So they are as follows. For Kent.
I'm ready.
Robert Pattinson.
I know. He's the best.
Wow.
Thanks, Drew.
I mean.
Drew, come on. I mean, like.
It'll be a stretch acting wise, but he can do it. For Joel, Miles Teller. I
felt like that was rushing.
Was it dragging?
I think it was rushing.
Quite my tempo. I think that's actually really good.
I think it's good too.
Thanks.
Yeah.
He has a boyish face just like you.
And speaking of boyish faces.
And the biceps.
Speaking of boyish faces, I got Nicholas Hoult.
Yeah.
I'm in.
100%.
I was like.
He needs facial hair though.
I was like,
oh yeah.
That's really good.
Yeah. He's like dreamy.
Yeah, and everybody, everyone still sees him as the kid from the Hugh Grant movie.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. What was that one? About a Boy?
Yeah, About a Boy.
Everyone still sees him that way, even though he's like obviously not a child. He looks like he was just born.
But if he grew your beard, he would age 15 years.
It's true. So
and be 15 years younger as you.
Good work. A lot of people have tried. I think that was the closest we've gotten. So thank you for playing along. That was fun.
And that's not what we're talking about today, though. What are we talking about today, Zack?
Sandwiches.
Sandwiches. Yes. We have compiled the list.
Remember that whole jump the shark thing? Happened two seasons ago.
We did this. We jumped the shark every year. Okay.
How did we do sauces before we did sandwiches?
2 sausage shows.
That feels like a way better idea.
And crackers and cheese and
no, it's funny. Guys, it's year 11. We're almost done with year 11, and we haven't.
I thought you were going to say we're almost done with Baconsale.
How about you said before, like, well, 12's a round number.
Yeah, I know. But how have we not talked about sandwiches yet?
Listen, I think it's a bad idea, and then you submitted the list, and I went, awesome.
Because you think there's probably 4 types of sandwiches, right?
There's usually a test. I do.
Yeah.
Whenever we come up with a show idea and we start forming a show, it's during the research phase when I'm like, okay, is this appealing research? I got so hungry during this research. And we are going to be tiering these sandwiches, which means we have 27 sandwiches. We're
A
gonna be giving
lot.
9 tier 1s, 9 tier 2s, and 9 tier 3s. Tier 1s being the highest, tier 3s being the lowest. And we do it that way because this is definitely one where I would just throw out tier 1s like they were candy.
Yeah.
Like they were sandwiches full of candy. Because I was like, that's good. That's good. They're all good. These are all good.
They're not all good.
There was very rarely any that I'd be like, tier 2 or tier 3.
Now you got me thinking. Like, I've just moved into a new neighborhood.
Yeah.
And I want to set myself up to be a type of house for Halloween.
You wanna be the sandwich
Do I need
house?
to be like giant sub for the parents?
Yeah, like po' boys. Guys, I made you some po' boys.
Here's a small section of a po' boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like cheesesteaks. Just give them cheesesteaks.
Oh,
now we're
that's setting
thinking.
a standard that you just can't follow.
You might ask yourself, 27? And then I looked at the list and went, yep. Yeah, there are actually 27
We did talk
unique
about cutting
sandwiches.
some out there, and I was like, not that one. I went, you know what? Let's do it. Let's do the full list.
Let's get to it with the history of the sandwich, Joel.
Yes. Let's go. For those of you who don't know, and we hope you're playing along.
What is a sandwich?
A sandwich, and this is according to Wikipedia, the source of all knowledge and truth. A sandwich is a dish typically consisting variously of meats, cheeses, sauces, and vegetables, used as a filling between slices of bread or placed atop a slice of bread, or more generally, any dish in which bread serves as a container or wrapper for another food type.
Oh,
In
hot dog
fact-
argument coming up.
Yes.
Coming.
According to the U.S. Department of Agriculture, a sandwich consists of 35% cooked meat and more than 50% bread.
Yes.
Oh,
Well, for
very accurate.
closed sandwiches.
Yes.
For open sandwiches, it's at least 50% cooked meat, which means the other percentage is
sauce.
50%. 50.
Half robot.
He wears
Half sandwich.
He wears sunglasses.
Don't ask me questions.
And the sandwich, it seems like it's a no-brainer. You'd think it'd be like, but it had to be invented. Like it's.
I mean, technically,
Yes.
everything did.
Before it was known as sandwiched, it was known as bread and meat or bread and cheese.
Yeah.
Because those are founded throughout English drama from the 16th and 17th centuries. And in
Boy,
fact,
mate, you know, have some bread and cheese.
in the first century BC, there was a Jewish sage named Hillel the Elder who is said to have wrapped meat from the Paschal lamb and bitter herbs in a soft matzah, which is flat and leavened bread, during Passover. So it's basically a wrap.
Oh,
But
Kenselware.
They didn't have...
We celebrate every year.
Yes.
Sandwich Day.
And then in the Middle Ages in Europe, they had thick slabs of coarse and stale bread that they called trenchers that they actually used as plates. It was like an edible plate of bread they'd put food on.
I love it.
And then after the meal, the food-soaked trencher, the slice of bread, was fed to dogs or beggars.
Do you think it was just found by accident? Like if someone was clumsy and had bread, like a pita on one side of the plate and then meat on the other and just kind of fell into each other?
You know, some of the best things happen by accident.
Yeah.
Well,
You know?
except for, as my very accurate dramatization at the beginning of this episode told you, in the 18th century England, John Montagu, the 4th Earl of Sandwich, pretty much they say he invented the sandwich, but there's also... The thing you're going to find out about this show, listener, is that there is nothing but disputes in the history of sandwiches. Everything is like, this person invented it. But did they?
But one thing is clear. America.
Yeah, there are
Most
a
of
lot
these
of...
sandwiches, most of the sandwiches we know about are American.
But going back to Lord Sandwich,
Yes.
Lord Sandwich was a very big gambler, and so he would spend long hours at the card table playing games. And so during the game, in order not to get his hands greasy so the cards wouldn't get greasy, he asked the servants to bring him slices of meat between 2 pieces of bread. And since he was the Earl of Sandwich, which was as a region, over there, don't you know?
Yeah, for sure.
Yes, but people would be
Right
like
next to hamburger, right?
People would say essentially, "Oh yes, I would like what Sandwich has. I want one of those sandwich things he's having." So
It's like that scene in Casino Royale with the Vesper Martini.
Yeah. Yes.
Sandwiches.
Uh-huh.
Yes, exactly like that.
Hold the fruit.
He liked this because it allowed him to continue gambling
This is
and
key
didn't
for
need a
the-
fork, and that's why it's called a sandwich.
Okay.
Because it has nothing to do with sand or witches.
What?
I know.
We've done that show.
Yes.
Did you know that Americans eat 300 million sandwiches each day?
that's just
one.
me.
That's one for every American. What?
That
Yeah.
means that
Someone's eating.
I didn't
9
have a
sandwiches
sandwich today.
I know. I ate 2 in
definitely
your honor.
did. During this research, I was craving a sandwich so bad.
Yeah,
I made a
but
grilled
yes.
ham and cheese with mustard. It was delicious.
Are you okay? Are you drooling?
But, and I also want to get into a couple of these real quick, since we talked about the debates. In 2006, a court in Boston ruled that a sandwich includes at least 2 slices of bread and, quote, under this definition, the court finds that the term sandwich is not commonly understood to include burritos, tacos, and quesadillas. However, a court in Indiana ruled in 2024 that tacos and burritos are sandwiches, specifically because they are Mexican-style sandwiches, they said. And the state of New York has the definition of sandwich that includes burritos, gyros, hot dogs, wraps, and pita sandwiches. In Great Britain and Australia, they do have a more narrowly defined definition of sandwich because it has to be sliced bread from a loaf. Otherwise, it's a roll or a burger.
Okay.
So there's rules. There's rules, apparently.
I'm going with the Commonwealth rules on this one.
But it begs the question, listener, I'll ask you the same thing. Is a hot dog a sandwich?
Conventionally,
let's not do it.
Conventionally, no.
Guys, this is like the book on tape thing. We can't talk about this.
No, I think a hot dog is a taco.
And a taco is a sandwich?
Yeah, sure.
But anyway, that's the history of sandwiches. Now you know. Now you're going to feel more educated. And I do have some random facts for everything we're going to be talking about today. Fun.
Wow. Well, let's go through an alphabetical list of sandwiches, shall we?
Yeah.
Beginning with the B.L.T.
This is crispy bacon, fresh lettuce, ripe tomatoes, and a spread of mayonnaise, all served on toasted bread.
And it was a rented...
By the way, real quick.
Yes.
When we're tiering these, are you just thinking of the best version of the sandwich you've had?
yeah.
Or the common version of the sandwich you've had?
Actually, I'm more in the middle.
Okay. That's perfect.
Because the best of the best, everything's tier 1.
Yeah.
But when they're bad, they're bad.
And for me, it's essentially my feelings. If I go to a restaurant and I see this on the menu, what my first thought and feeling is.
Okay.
Like, yes, I really want that. Or,
but if there's like 5 other sandwiches available.
So one of you is best of the best. One of you, someone's got to be in the middle, and then I'll be the floor. Like, I'm looking at him going,
like a sandwich.
If this is bad, will I eat it still?
Yeah.
Oh, well, if it's in a bathroom and you've been trapped there for 24 or 48 hours.
Bathroom sandwich.
Yeah.
All right, Joel, what were you going to say?
No, I was going to say, I'm not going to give the years invented because almost every single one of these sandwiches is late 18th century, early 19th century, or early 20th century. Like
that's a pretty broad.
But what I found interesting about the BLT is it gained popularity after World War II, like a lot of these sandwiches, when grocery stores started offering the ingredients year-round instead of just seasonally. Kind of interesting just to hear that about grocery stores.
Yeah.
Here in the U.S., they're like, here's everything all the time.
It is also the 6th most popular sandwich in the United States.
And I don't.
It falls behind ham, roast beef, turkey, grilled chicken, and grilled cheese. Grilled cheese is apparently number one most popular.
And I don't understand it.
You don't?
Is it because it's all sides in a sandwich?
BLT is like half a club.
Yeah.
It's just missing stuff.
It's missing like the main ingredient,
It's
right?
missing stuff, but it has like a really good agent that sold it to you with a fun name.
And the agent is peppered bacon. If you have peppered or candied bacon or something that really works there and a ton of it, it can work. But it's just side dishes between bread.
Yes, that's what I was going to say. It always feels like it's missing something.
Yeah.
Like I get a BLT, I'm like, geez, I need turkey or something else on here.
Yeah.
And yet, there is a freshness to it. There is something about it that, like, you have lettuce and tomato on many a sandwich, but I think because it's a BLT, you maybe have a little bit more produce on it than you would otherwise. And then, I don't know what it is.
But there is some magical combination of flavor between the lettuce and the tomato and the mayonnaise.
Sometimes I just have a B. I just do the B.
You just eat bacon?
I mean, or I do a LB.
Oh, lettuce and bacon.
Yeah, because I don't like tea.
Oh, you don't like tea. That's right. Kent hates the tea.
Yeah, he's low T. Everybody knows.
But no, like, and that's the thing is what, like, for me, whenever I eat a BLT, I'm first of all, yes, I feel like it's side dishes. I feel like the bacon is not
substantial enough.
It's not a what's the word I'm looking for? A main player or like
entree of sorts.
Yeah, an A-list celebrity on the sandwich. It's kind of like, oh, you got the accompanist.
It's the Sam Rockwell of sandwiches.
Ooh,
sandwich
ingredients. Can you do a good dance?
Yeah, sure.
But yet, when I eat it, I don't regret it.
Never.
So I'm giving this one a tier 2.
Tier 3.
Tier 3. Wow, it's a good list.
We got to start somewhere.
Yeah, that's right.
Low T. That's what you can get treated to.
Low T. That's it.
B.L.T.
Ooh, I did want to say this. The world record for largest BLT is held by Bentley Dining Services for their 2009 attempt, measuring 209 feet and 1 inch.
Oh,
that's a
very important
BLT. That's a BLT.
Makes me bizarrely uncomfortable.
Yeah.
I don't know how to express that. Okay, the next one is a banh mi.
This is a Vietnamese sandwich. It's a combination of savory meats like pork, chicken, or ham, fresh ingredients such as cucumber and cilantro, pickled daikon and carrots, and flavorful condiments like mayonnaise, pate, and magi.
The gift of the Magi.
Gift of the Magi or soy sauce.
Now, this is one where the name banh mi, technically, it's talking about the bread. It's essentially saying, I think, baked wheat or something like that. Mm-hmm. But then it's become the term for the sandwich. If you go someplace in America and order a banh mi, you're going to get a full sandwich, not just a piece of bread.
So the baguette was introduced to Vietnam in the mid 1800s, and it was a luxury item until the 1900s when it became a daily staple, and that's when the banh mi really came together. And then here in the U.S., it hit popularity in the late 90s, early 2000s.
If I can break this down, for those of you who've never had a banh mi before, and I don't know if I'm saying that correctly, this is a Vietnamese sandwich, but it's essentially the Vietnamese version of like a cheesesteak, in my mind.
Yeah, but super healthy, right? When you bite into this, you're like,
there's a lot more veggies in there. There's a lot more veggies in this.
Healthy.
Yeah, but it also, there's various different kinds of fillings. Like they have a barbecue pork one, they have a sausage one, they have a tofu one, they have an ice cream one. There's different versions of a banh mi. I feel bad because I'm giving this a tier 3.
What?
But this is just because this is not one that I'm like, you know what I'm really craving right now? I'm craving a banh mi.
But if you get one, it's good.
Oh yeah,
but you're not gonna order it specifically.
I have no problem with this sandwich whatsoever. But you guys only let me have 9 tier 1s, and it kept getting bumped down to other ones that I would choose on a menu over this one.
I think it's refreshing. It tastes delightful, but it doesn't have enough sodium content, and I need it to be a little more salty. It's a tier 2.
I keep going back and forth. I'm just going to go with what I originally put, which is a tier 3. I feel bad.
Ooh, wow.
They're good. This is the thing. Everything's a tier 1 here, except for
they're all good sandwiches.
Maybe one. But same argument, Joel. I will never order one on purpose. If I end up with one, I'm happy. Mm-hmm. But I don't seek it out because it's just I don't know. The flavors as they come together are not my favorite combination, but they're still good.
Order it if it's there, but I don't seek it out.
Yeah,
that's why it's down there.
Yes. Okay, we're moving on to a bologna.
This is slices of bologna on bread with condiments like mayonnaise or mustard. Common additions and variations include cheese, such as American, lettuce, and tomato. The haunted parts of America served fried bologna. Have you guys ever had fried bologna?
The haunted parts of America?
You know, like Appalachia. Yeah, it's haunted over there.
They're the South. But no, the bologna sandwich is one of those that's a regional specialty in the East, the Midwest, Appalachia, and the South.
Haunted.
I didn't know this, but bologna is actually bologna, my bologna. The seasonings in bologna include black pepper, nutmeg, allspice, celery seed, coriander, and myrtle berries.
And kitty litter is probably in there as well.
Kitty litter.
Did you guys eat a lot of bologna sandwiches growing up as kids?
Yeah.
I was angry every time that Oscar Mayer came out of the fridge.
Really?
I hated it.
Really?
It was gross.
It has a childhood flavor to me.
Yeah, same.
But also, I have to remember that I like it. I'll be like, oh, I don't know, and then I'll take a bite and be like, oh no, it's fine.
But is that like when you were a kid and you didn't have taste buds and you put butter on saltines?
It's Miracle Whip and mustard on this.
Miracle Whip?
Yes.
And bologna?
Yes.
It's surprisingly good.
Yes.
Oh, pungent.
Yeah.
It's a tier 3 for me.
Yeah.
Easily.
Okay. I've had this a lot as a kid, and there was a time, this must have been 15 years ago now, when Subway was running a special during December that you could get the cold cut combo for $2.
Oh yeah.
And
which is like 75% bologna.
Mostly bologna. But I didn't really know. I just knew it was the sandwich that Happy Gilmore got.
Yeah.
And so I ordered it, for the first time, and I ate it, and I went, this is a weird texture, but it's oddly nostalgic. Mm-hmm. I went, what is that? Oh, it's mostly bologna. That makes sense. So it's got a soft spot in my heart. Mm-hmm. Also probably a spot.
Yeah.
On my heart.
Yes, it's dislodged. Yeah.
But yeah.
Wait, bologna is processed?
tier 3. Easy tier 3.
There was a love letter. My childhood.
I remember there was a time when I was trying something different with bologna, and so I microwaved it.
Yeah.
Because you know how people do fried bologna sandwiches? I microwaved
the house smell for 4 days.
But I remember because it bubbled up in the middle, it came big old dome in the middle.
Like an AOL CD?
Kind of. And I was like, well, that's not good.
So what is it?
I give it tier 3.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can't get it. We cannot give it above tier 3 with the rest of this list.
Although there's a nostalgia there.
For example, the next thing is cheesesteak.
Thinly shaved ribeye steak, melted cheese, typically American provolone or cheese whiz, and sauteed onions and peppers.
Now, this is the United States, specifically Philadelphia area, and they developed it by combining frizzled beef, they called it.
Miss Frizzle?
Yes, exactly. Mm-hmm. Made from 100% Miss Frizzle. Do you want to know why that show got canceled? But yes, it's frizzled beef, onions, and cheese in a small loaf of bread.
Uh-huh.
Now, Philadelphians, Pat and Harry Oliveri, are often credited with inventing the sandwich by serving the chopped steak on an Italian roll in the early 1930s and it became so popular they opened up their own restaurant, which still operates today as Pat's King of Steaks. So if you believe that theory, because there are disputes, Pat's King of Steaks is where you can get the original cheesesteak.
What cheese do you guys get on your cheesesteaks?
What is one of those options?
Okay.
Cheese Whiz?
American provolone or cheese whiz?
Yeah.
Fake cheese is an option?
Zach's in.
My goodness.
Has Zach's love of fake cheese been documented on Baconsale before?
A few times.
Just a few times. But provolone.
Fun fact. What?
Seriously?
Yeah, and fake cheese.
Fun fact, though, the reason they started using Cheese Whiz is because they didn't want to like mess with the grill too much and like cook the cheese on the grill with the meat. And so they were like, we'll just throw in Cheese Whiz after. And it became so loved that now it is the staple.
That is good.
Isn't it weird?
Yes, and that's the thing is that there's a place locally that I get cheesesteaks from. They have a variety of cheesesteaks, and one of them is like the Cheese Whiz one. One of them is the garlic one.
Yeah.
One of them is the pizza one.
Oh,
and I'll
mercy.
tell you what, they're all good. They're all good. This is a
Guys,
tier one. This one will be one of the best sandwiches on here.
Let's say you order a cheesesteak and it's placed in front of you. Aren't you proud?
Yes.
Do you feel like a little bit of pride?
Yeah.
Every once in a while, when I end up at one of the Greek burger places, very local,
Yeah.
the Astro, Apollo, Crown, whatever.
sure.
I'm like, you get the burger with the pastrami. It's really good. But then you go off script a little bit, and you get the cheesesteak. It is so good.
Yeah.
And I'm like, am I better than everybody else?
You are in that moment. And then you can talk about it after.
Yeah.
Guess I have for dinner? Cheesesteak. Everyone's like, oh, man,
Oh,
where?
sorry, I've never met one I didn't like.
This sandwich is so good that even, and I'm saying this, this is probably only my opinion, but even when you get a cheesesteak at Subway, it's still good.
It's still good.
Yeah.
It is.
Because you're like, I know this is not going to be the best quality
agree.
meat, but
Vito's,
man,
New
it's so
Cheese,
good.
BP cheesesteaks, Subway? Philadelphia. Oh, there's a yada.
Oh, it's
Okay.
at the bottom of a great list.
Yeah.
Tier one.
Tier one.
There's like 4 sandwiches that are competing for my top, but this one is putting up a heck of a fight.
yeah.
I
So
love
Good.
it.
And we hope you're playing along at home and that you are cheering along cheesesteaks with us.
So now that we've had that, chicken salad.
This is cooked chicken, a creamy base, usually mayonnaise, and additions like celery, onions, and seasonings like salt and pepper. You can also add pickles, grapes, or even nuts like almonds and pecans.
Now, this is typically made with leftover chicken or canned chicken. That's kind of what it was for. Is like, hey, you got the leftover chicken. Why don't you mix it with some mayonnaise and some seasonings and then put it on a sandwich? I am one of those, I don't want to say purists, because can you be pure with chicken salad? But I just feel like I don't like celery or onion or pickles in my chicken salad.
Oh, pickles seems kind of weird, but
Well,
you need the celery.
The problem with pickles is because sweet pickles usually end up in these kind of salads.
I get that, but you don't like the crunch? Because I think the mouthfeel is the best part of the chicken salad sandwich.
The crunch, I'm out. I don't like
What
the
about
crunch.
grapes? Are you okay with grapes?
Yes,
Ew,
because they add a sweetness.
What about pecans?
Acceptable, actually.
Okay.
No,
Because they're kind of softer.
You can't taste the celery.
What about
Celery.
apples?
I don't know.
Also, I don't just like bread. Do you guys do croissant?
Usually it's on a croissant.
Oh, it depends.
If it's just on white bread,
It's amazing with croissant.
I feel like I'm
It
having a
can be.
bad day.
Or
Yeah.
it can be like the last thing at the work event.
You're right. And then the sides of the croissants are like flopping, and you're like, I lost my chicken salad.
Like,
This
I
is-
bet you that's terrible.
This is, by the way, on the list of 4th of July foods in the American System of Cookery, which was published in 1847. This is an all-American 4th of July sandwich, they say. I don't know if I want to eat chicken salad on the 4th of July, to be honest.
No, it's a tier 2 for me.
Tier 2?
It's good, it's fine, but it's a tier 2. It's a lot of mayo.
I'm giving it a tier 3.
Oh,
Just because there's so many variations.
Yeah,
here.
you're right.
Like if
Is it too risky?
Like I'm like eating it. I'm like, oh, they put walnuts in this one. Oh, there's a rat in this one. Like there's you never know what you're gonna get in chicken
rat salad sandwich.
Yeah.
Yeah, I when it's bad, it's bad.
Yeah.
I mean, if we're talking like the floor is what I might base this on.
Like if it were on the floor, if you'd
If it
still
were
eat
on
it.
the floor, would I pick it back up? No.
Yeah.
Especially some of those like the croissant where you know it's cold and dry.
Yeah.
I also want to maybe give the 7-Eleven test here, where it's like, if they served this sandwich at 7-Eleven, would you still buy it and feel confident in it?
I have.
If they sold cheesesteaks at 7-Eleven, I'd be like, yeah, I'll try that.
Yeah, I'd eat
Chicken
that.
salad, I'd be like, I don't know what I'm
I
gonna do.
No.
I have.
And?
And another one on this list.
And?
Okay.
Yeah. And it's tier 2 for me.
Okay.
But honestly, shout out Arby's. I actually really like Arby's.
It's all
chicken
right.
salad. It comes around in the summer and it's like solid.
Get it without lettuce, though. The lettuce is too much on it.
Yeah, I agree with that. Okay.
You don't like
moving
lettuce
on,
on anything.
moving on to the club.
Now,
This is a layered sandwich, usually with 3 slices of bread, and includes chicken, turkey, bacon, lettuce, tomato, and mayonnaise.
And this came about during the 1899, around that time. But it's often cut diagonally into quarters or halves and held together by cocktail sticks. The club sandwich may have originated at the Union Club of New York City, but there's also dispute about that.
Boots and cats and boots and cats.
In the club, we all fan.
Yeah, but there are also different variations on a club sandwich, because you can get the one with egg on it, the breakfast club, or you can get ones with ham on it.
Do you have an affinity?
I want to tell this joke so you don't forget about me, Ken.
Okay, here we go.
Don't you forget about me.
Wow.
There's also the oyster club, or the salmon club, or the Dungeness crab melt club. There's lots of reasons, to have a club sandwich. But we're kind of going with the strict one here of maybe turkey, ham, bacon, lettuce, tomato, mayonnaise.
So basic. This is a basic sandwich.
I wouldn't say basic. I'd say,
with lots of meat.
Like this one's a little, it's not just one meat.
Yeah, you're right.
It's a multi-meat sandwich.
Okay.
Toasted bread?
Yes, usually.
I think so.
Yes. And I'll tell you what, it's delicious.
It is delicious.
Every time I see a club sandwich on a menu, I'm like, oh, that's going to be good.
Don't you think that the club is like the fettuccine Alfredo of sandwiches, where you're like, I'm not sure, bet you that's going to be good.
Yep. It's like it's a safe
maybe not
bet.
Amazing, but it is always a safe.
This is a club I always want to be invited to.
Sometimes it's too mushy. Right? Sometimes they throw
Mushy.
in. I've had bad avocado in a club. I've had no bacon in a club.
And sometimes the ingredients, maybe the way that they're stacked, they start to slip out.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
That's what the toothpick's for.
I think this is
Would you leave it in while you eat it?
Yeah, I've had to have so many stomach pumps.
Joel, you're throwing stuff.
You've eaten your 8th toothpick today, and you still have one more to go.
Yeah.
I think this is one that when I get dentures, I'll really, really enjoy because it's so soft. It's a tier 2 for me.
A tier 2 on a club sandwich?
Yeah.
It's got everything you want on it.
It's the
turkey, ham, bacon, cheese.
You're so excited.
Mayonnaise.
This is like a better BLT.
Yes.
Yeah,
This
that
is
got
what
a
the
tier
BLT
3
is
for me.
missing.
Yes.
It's like this is after the meat slides off and you're like, oh, all I got left is bacon, lettuce, tomato.
Yeah, but it's still like the sauces are mayo, But it's
I love mayo almost as much as I love fake cheese. Joel, sandwich best friend.
Yes.
We are going to go get a club together.
I'm not invited to this club.
Okay, fine. Tier 1, tier 1, tier 2.
Yeah, tier 2.
How dare you?
Oh, take it easy.
That was a softball right there. That was a lob.
There are some better lobs here.
Okay, well, speaking of better lobs, the Cubano or Cuban.
Ham, Swiss cheese, dill pickles, and seasoned roast pork, all layered on a lightly buttered Cuban bread with a spread of yellow mustard. And the key element is pressing the sandwich, which melts the cheese and crisps the
Now,
bread.
Is it getting hot in here?
if we got some Florida people listening, they're going to get a little feisty here because
Wait, hold on. Are you team Miami or you team Tampa?
There's a debate there between Tampa and Miami because Tampa, I believe. Oh man, I just lost the note there. Which one has pastrami? Is that Tampa or is it Miami?
Tampa uses pastrami.
And Miami does not. And
Miami,
it's a big debate.
So
Miami does pulled
Tampa
pork.
was kind of first. So basically you had Cuban migrants come into Florida and they kind of started in Tampa. But then Miami people were like, hey, but we press the sandwich. So the Cuban that people eat is actually ours.
Oh, instead of, it's no turkey.
Yeah.
Oh, salami, not pastrami.
Is that
salami.
what it is?
Yes.
Okay.
Sorry, I was looking it up now.
Ham, roast pork, salami,
Guys.
Swiss cheese, pickles, and mustard.
Sometimes salami. Depends where you're from.
Don't judge me.
That sounds...
My first Cuban sandwich was at Zupa's.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
No, that's fine.
But guess what? It's delicious.
Oh, it's good.
It's actually pretty. And guess what? Not a big sweet pickle fan. In a Cuban.
Works.
It totally works.
And whole grain mustard.
Yeah. Yeah.
Helps.
There are some questionable moments though. With that's just it. The sweet pickle.
Never.
The whole kernel gross mustard.
Yeah, I get it.
Whatever it's called. I had to give this a tier 2 because it's basically a ham sandwich with a little punch.
With
a little
taste.
pow.
You don't like the punch?
It's fine, but it's also that questionable element of is it going to be too Dijon-y for me? Is it going to be too brown mustardy for me? Are the pickles going to be too sweet? The question marks put it down to a tier 2, but I will still happily eat a Cubano.
I'm a mustard fan. I like tumbling. I like yellow.
He's
I
trying to
like
get in your
Dijon.
good graces, but remember what he did to the club.
It's true.
The Cubano is a tier 1. It's delightful.
This, again, this is battling cheesesteak for my top spot.
Yeah, it's
Really?
so
I
good.
love Cubanos.
I got to find a good place to go because really the only place I've kind of had it too is Zupa's.
I hot take from Zack. I low-key hate Zupas. Like not even
That's totally fine.
kind of
Because it tastes like cardboard a little bit, and
Yeah.
Tomato basil is the nectar of the gods.
Sure, that's not a sandwich.
I don't go there for the sandwiches. I go for the tomato basil soup.
The Wisconsin cheddar's good.
Tomato basil kind of tastes like someone who put tomato
Save
soup
it
in
for
their
our
mouth
soup show.
and then poured it out of their mouth.
Have you not had one of those yet?
Still got to do that, don't we?
Wow, we've been teasing that for like 3 years.
Maybe that'd be the
Okay,
teaser
cool.
for this
13.
episode.
Hey, kimono's so good. We can go back to the soup teasers. Great. And next up, we have cucumber sandwiches.
Thinly sliced cucumbers, typically English cucumbers, placed between slices of bread with a spread. And that could be butter, cream cheese, or combination of both.
And this sandwich originated with British colonists in India. They often wanted a light snack for afternoon tea or before supper. And so they decided to make this cucumber sandwich, which is very dainty. It has no crust, don't you know?
There was a Super Ego sketch years ago about how British I am, and that's what we're referencing.
Well, I was just doing an accent.
The cucumber sandwich feels like a trick, right? Like this isn't a sandwich. This is an accident.
No.
This is a throwback to a fancier time, and it feels silly. No one's unironically eating a cucumber sandwich unless you live on the other side of the pond.
I am going to high tea at the Grand America and thinking that might be the only thing that slightly resembles food.
Okay.
Everything else is a snack.
Yeah. I, with my in-laws, we actually have done, they lived in London for a time. And so every now and then we'll do tea, or high tea.
And you mean novelty? Because that's what this is.
But then we'll wear hats and talk to break accents. But then they have cucumber sandwiches on this little beautiful little arrangement. And I was like, I don't know. I'm not a huge cucumber person. White bread and cucumbers, I don't know. But then I eat it and I'm like, oh, that's actually kind of nice.
It's really good.
That's kind of pleasant.
Compared to any of these sandwiches, though, this is not really
Compared to
good.
any one of these sandwiches, sure. This is still a tier 3.
No, there's no other sandwich on here where you eat it and you're like, I feel refreshed. You don't eat a cheesesteak
Oddly?
and say, I feel refreshed.
Maybe the B.L.T. Not kidding.
Yeah, kind of.
Actually, it's kind of a fresh taste.
Yes.
Yes, the
But
lettuce
cucumber
is so
sandwich,
watery.
I could eat a dozen of those little finger sandwiches and be like, I still feel lighter than air.
And you're giving it a...
Tier 3.
Yeah. Okay.
Tier 3.
It's tier 3. Like, look at this list. It's great.
But for a time and a place, cucumber sandwiches definitely have that.
You're so fancy, Joel. We get it.
Right. 7-Eleven called and they want their egg salad back.
A filling of chopped hard-boiled eggs mixed with mayonnaise and seasonings like salt, pepper, and mustard, all served on bread.
You know, there was an egg cream sandwich that was hard-boiled eggs pounded into a smooth paste and seasoned with anchovies and mustard, which is kind of a precursor to egg salad. This is essentially the deviled egg, but mashed up and put on white bread.
With so much mayo.
Mayo.
This was created in 1762 in the U.S., but why? Were they so desperate to be like, let's throw salt in between us, between two pieces of
May I
bread?
ask you, do
Yeah.
you gentlemen like an egg sandwich? I'm not talking egg salad. I'm talking if you fry an egg and put it on a sandwich.
If it's on a burger, yes.
But not just on a sandwich.
If it's with bacon and other things and it's a breakfast sandwich, yes.
Toast a bagel. You got your egg, cheese,
Yeah.
little Cholula.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah, yeah. I do a little Louisiana.
And some bacon.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah,
But just an egg by itself, no.
I used to do egg sandwiches all the time.
Okay, but what about an egg and so much mayo then?
An egg salad is another one where we also have that at high tea. Little finger sandwiches of egg sandwiches, and they're also quite tasty.
I
are wise.
was on science.com and it claims that your body saves egg salad for the next time you vomit, then releases it. So your body can store this like a
every
chipmunk.
time we do one of these food episodes,
for 17 months.
I hope bodily fluids aren't going to be brought up, but I think every single time we do a food episode, Kent brings it up.
It's egg salad. It is a fluid.
I love deviled eggs, but this also has that questionable thing where if I saw an egg salad sandwich on a menu at a restaurant, I don't think I'd order it. I wouldn't pick this up at a 7-Eleven.
No.
And you never know what's going to be there because it could be sweet pickles again.
Yeah.
And that's terrible. Or they could add chunks of celery in there, and that's disgusting. How dare you?
Egg salad?
Shout out to the 7-Eleven just outside the Desert Star parking lot for saving my bacon many times with their egg salad sandwiches.
Do you have to run to the bathroom
I've
immediately?
eaten, like at least a dozen of these things.
Ew.
They're fine.
I have made them. I probably will make them in the future because, like I said, you take deviled eggs, mash them up, put them on bread. But it's still a tier 3.
Tier 3.
Village Baker is my favorite that you can order at a restaurant. I also appreciate the egg salad sandwich at Riley's in West Jordan.
O'Reilly's?
Oh, yes. I don't know what it is. So I love egg salad sandwiches.
It's egg salad.
And I can't make them.
You can't make these?
I've never made a satisfactory egg salad sandwich, but anytime I've ever had one made for me, they're always delicious.
Literal hot take. Egg salad sandwiches are best when they're a little warm.
Slightly. Like just put
you
together?
just barely did the filling and then you put it in the sandwich and you let it sit for just a second.
Can we stop talking about it?
Lettuce and tomato.
I put that on egg salad, sure.
Yeah.
Ew.
Okay. That's how they do it at Riley's.
Move on.
Tier 1.
Oh, what?
Tier 1.
Please comment below your egg salad recipe because I want to make it.
Yum, yum.
I want to, I haven't had one in years and I crave and miss them.
I should have made you one.
I love them.
I want to make one tomorrow.
Tier 2, Joel?
Tier 3.
Tier 3.
Yeah, because it's the variables there.
Fine.
These are all tier 1s. You guys know that, but I can't say that, so I had to put it down.
Next up, we have French dip.
Thinly sliced roast beef on a French roll or a hoagie served with a side of au jus, which is beef broth for dipping. And you can add melted cheese, caramelized onions, or horseradish.
Now, this was invented in 1908 or 1918, depending on who you subscribe to. And this was either invented by accident by someone dropping a sandwich into a pot of stock, or someone actually saying this will be a good idea. Once again, depending on who you subscribe to.
Yeah.
But it's a wet sandwich. And that's
Well, when you put
remember.
it that way.
And that's how I feel about it. Like, this is a wet sandwich.
This is another variable thing because I've had an amazing French dip sandwich, which almost converted me because I actually don't like these. I am haunted by grade school when they'd have the French dip and they had the coffee on the side, which I always thought was coffee when I was a kid, right? And you're dipping the sandwich in there like, is this okay? Would my parents get mad? It was never good. 90% of the time, I've had a bad French dip sandwich.
90%?
90% of the time. I don't trust au jus.
Bad or mediocre?
It's
how do you mess up au jus? It's beef broth.
Yeah, still, I don't trust it.
Yeah, but you have to have the beef broth because they serve it on the driest bread you've ever had in your life.
I think intentionally so because it takes a while as you dip it in there and it's not going to like completely fall apart.
They're
like you're at the melting pot?
But it's a soggy sandwich.
Yeah.
It is. And I also rarely had a one that I went, wow, this is really good.
Mm-hmm.
It's either fine or not that great. Everyone raves about the Kneaders, French dip. And I'm like, I don't like it at all. Frankly, the only one I kind of like, like above average is Arby's.
Arby's French dip?
Because it's kind of soft bread.
It is.
It is.
That said, I say like I hate it. I'm going to give this a tier 2 just because at the end of the day, I do love roast beef and Swiss. So sometimes it comes with provolone as well, but
I do want to point out this is an American invention and seems to be the only reason why they call it French dip sandwich is because it's on French bread.
I call them freedom dip. So that joke's 22 years old.
what'd you give it, Joel?
I'll give it a tier 2.
Tier 2?
It's one where it's not a bad tasting sandwich and there's hardly anything offensive about it. But you dip it in and it becomes soggy bread, and I'm not a fan of soggy bread.
Tier 3.
Tier 3.
Yeah.
Okay. Next is the grilled cheese.
Slices of bread and cheese with butter and mayonnaise used on the exterior to help with browning during cooking.
Despite its name, it's rarely prepared on the grill. Just pointing that out.
Zack, what'd you just say?
Boring.
This is the Nickelback or raw meat. This is our strict average right here.
I don't want raw meat in my grilled cheese.
The grilled cheese
or
is
Nickelback.
This is setting the standard for sandwiches. In fact, it's kind of mean to say boring because sometimes it's a tier 1, right? So this did first appear in the 1920s. It didn't have a top slice at the time, and it was called a cheese dream. Zach, I don't think you like this because it's real cheese. April 12th is grilled cheese day.
No. Don't you know that American cheese is like the best cheese to have on a grilled cheese because of its low melting point?
Yeah, well, he likes the soft fake cheese, not the tough.
The only way that I make a grilled cheese is with 2 slices of Kraft singles, please.
There you go.
Ew.
Can I have a question?
Yeah.
Because I found out in the UK that grilled cheese are called toasties.
Yeah.
And it says in Australia they're called jaffles. Did you ever hear the term jaffle?
Never. That's
Australia?
made up. That's like you go to Outback Steakhouse.
Maybe they
like,
said
yeah, you want a jaffle?
Jaffle. Oh, now I know what it is. No, I feel like grilled cheese is that straight down the middle, not going to offend anyone, easy to make sandwich. It's a tier 2.
Tier 2.
Because even really good grilled cheese sandwiches are still just grilled cheese.
But still, if you have enough butter on the exterior.
Would it not be better with meat inside? Or
of course.
Because that's it. I made a sandwich today and I grilled it.
Yeah.
I fried it and it was butter on both sides and cheese and it also had ham and mustard.
But Joel, we can't waste meat on the children. You don't want to give your kids a nice...
If you don't eat your meat, you can't have any pudding. How can you have any pudding if you don't eat your meat? I know that's grilled cheese is one of those. Every time I go to a restaurant, it's on the kids menu. I'm always like, "That's way too much for white bread and American cheese."
Yeah, something you can make easily.
Yeah, but yet the kids want that.
Zach, what'd you give it? Tier 3?
What did I give it?
Yeah.
Dear grilled cheese.
I like that's become a thing now.
2 slices of Kraft singles that you have let temper on the counter.
You have to get warm.
For 25 minutes.
Makes it melt faster.
25 minutes.
With healthy amount of butter. One time I did mayo. It was fine.
People say that. It's like, oh, it's so much moist. It's so much more moist. And I'm like, it's the same.
I love you. You are amazing. I have eaten you within the last month. On purpose.
On purpose.
As a fully grown adult man. Thank you for all you've done for me. I love you, Tier 1.
Oh, Tier 1.
Wow. Yeah. Oh, I mean, coming to the love letter.
Listen, I like
Burns
grilled cheese a lot.
presents.
They are super nostalgic. I was okay on grilled cheese until I started eating them when I went bowling. You go bowling, make sure you eat with your left hand if you're right-handed.
Yeah.
And there's something about having fries and grilled cheese at a bowling alley that just makes it so good. I admittedly don't love when they introduce like mild cheddar.
Yeah.
Or like if you go to a restaurant, they're like, hey, it's our new 5 cheese grilled
Havarti.
cheese. I bet you I don't like 3 of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, not that I don't like the cheese. I like cheese, but I just keep it dead simple.
This is one of the sandwiches that I feel defeats the Earl of Sandwiches purposes, because this is one where if you touch it on the outside, your fingers are getting greasy.
Yeah.
That's where all the grease is. But I'll tell you what, a cheese pull with a grilled cheese sandwich, that's magic, baby.
We've spent way too much time on this. You guys gave it a tier 2?
Tier 2.
Yes.
I'll give it a tier 1. I love you, grilled cheese. All right. Next is gyro.
Seasoned meat, typically lamb, beef, or a combination. Fresh vegetables like tomato and onion, and a dollop of creamy tzatziki sauce. Tzatziki.
Now, this is one of those weird things where the Greek word gyros means to circle or to turn, because the meat is on a spit, the vertical spit that spins around and then you cut pieces off. But the gyros is like, it's Gyros, but it's a singular noun. But since when it came over here to America and we have plurals, people started knocking off that S and calling it a gyro or gyro.
We haven't figured out chipotle yet. So, yeah.
So this is,
Jacob?
this is something I hate to go into order into a restaurant, because I'm like, if I say gyro, I'm going to sound like, an uncultured swine.
Never say gyro.
middle.
If I say euro, then I'm going to sound like I'm asking for money. And if I say euro, then I'm going to sound like I'm really trying to sound like a Greek person.
You got to right in the middle there.
Euro?
Yep.
Yeah.
The baby bear of that situation.
So, but I really, really, really like gyros.
Okay, do you like tomatoes and onions in there? Because they're raw onions.
I usually do say hold the onions.
I say hold the tomatoes.
Cucumber.
Yeah, cucumber's
You hold the
great.
cucumber?
Yeah.
But I love the tzatziki sauce. Tzatziki.
But is
love
it the pita? Is it the pita? Is it the saltiness? The sodium content altogether?
So that's it. It's the salty meat with the cool and creamy tzatziki sauce and the warm pita. This is amazing. And this is, by the way, very similar to shawarma or doner kebabs or Canadian doner. I think is how you say it. But this came over, of course, from Greece in New York City and Chicago. The immigrants who came over brought this with them, and I'm so glad they did. This is a tier 1 for me. I love gyros. Wow. I love them. Love them. I see this on a menu, and I'm like, even if it's like a low quality restaurant, I'm like, I'd like to try that. I will be your gyro, baby.
There's the outro song.
Zack, it's tier 1. What'd you decide?
Mediterranean's not my flavor profile.
Oh no!
It's the horror movie.
Is it because you get tzatziki in your beard?
Yeah, it's the horror movie of sandwiches. I understand why people like it. It's just not my thing. Tier 3.
Oh, not even a tier 2?
Tier 3. I will not only it's not like the banh mi where it's like I wouldn't order it, but I'd be happy if I got it. I wouldn't order it, and I'd be mad if I got it. This is my lowest.
Oh no!
Is this because we went to that Greek place one time and you got sick?
And they wrapped the string around it?
When we went to that Greek place because you were excited to go to that Greek place, and I never picked Greek.
He's holding spite for you, Joel.
Apparently.
I don't like it, but I like when you're happy. So I
Zack?
will fall on the euro.
Zach,
What?
let me be your gyro.
You are. Because we're going to get clubs together. Dear grilled cheese. Speaking of dear grilled cheese, I love you. There's only one way you could be better. Ham and cheese.
Bread, ham, and cheese.
That's what it is right there.
Often with added condiments like mayonnaise or mustard to enhance flavor and provide
But are we
moisture.
talking hot?
I didn't think of it that way. I thought of it as a cold cut ham and cheese sandwich.
Okay.
Right? Just like
about you,
ham,
Joel?
like deli meat ham.
I could go either way on this. Because, well, by the way, fun fact, ham and cheese sandwiches were the only food sold in New York baseball parks originally, back in the 1800s. Frankfurters, or hot dogs, were introduced in 1909. Before that, you get a ham sandwich at a baseball game.
Oh, I love them even more.
70% of the 1.8 billion sandwiches eaten in France were ham sandwiches. And the ham sandwich is the most popular sandwich in the UK.
What do they call it in France?
In France?
Yeah.
Brioche con hamon. I have no idea.
Brioche con hamon.
One of the few accents still not offensive, apparently. The world's longest ham sandwich, by the way, was created by Nico Jimenez, a butcher in Pamplona, Spain, in 2009. It was over 130 feet long. Now, a ham sandwich, whether it be hot, whether it be cold, salty goodness and cheese. And when I say ham sandwich, I think of a ham sandwich. When I think of ham and cheese, I do think grilled.
Okay.
I do think like a hot sandwich.
It's good to know.
That's actually what I made today with my ham sandwich.
In my house, it's always a turkey sandwich, even if it's not turkey, if it's cold, right? If it's bread, cold, deli sliced ham and cheese, it's a turkey sandwich. But then you cook it, even if it's turkey, and it becomes a hot ham and cheese.
Ooh, hot ham.
Doesn't make any sense.
I love a good hot ham and cheese sandwich.
When you're at a bowling alley.
With your left hand.
Back to that. With your left hand, if you're right-handed. Yeah, tier 1. I like these hot or cold. Because I think that ham has that, little maybe higher fat content to it. So I do tend to prefer it over turkey.
Well, and I think about the days back in school when they'd serve on the menu, I'd see hot ham and cheese sandwich, and I was like, yes! And then dip a little fry sauce. It was very good.
Yeah. So tier 1 for you too?
Tier 1 for me as well.
So when you go to a corporate lunch, you look in there and they got Jimmy John's or something freaky fast. And you're like, oh, let's see if there's any turkey in there. Let's see what kind of, there's a club. Oh. There are 27 extra ham and cheese because it's the worst sandwich available.
No.
This is the most boring sandwich you could possibly get. Granted,
Says the guy who just put grilled cheese.
tier 2. I wasn't thinking hot. I was only thinking a cold cut and a cold cheddar cheese slice, right? And to me, this is snooze fest of sandwiches.
What was the bread to meat ratio?
It should be 50% bread at least and 35% meat.
So with those, the corporate sack lunch sandwiches, that is what? 90% bread.
Yeah. And
a difficult to open mustard and mayo packet.
12% cold cream if you're going with Jimmy John's.
Yeah.
Right in there.
Just not. Those are awful. I will give you that.
I'm sorry. I just feel like this is a very boring sandwich.
How dare you?
I think you're a boring sandwich.
Thanks.
Fine. Have your tier 3. Get out of my. Okay. Next. What? I mean, ice cream.
Ice cream sandwich.
A layer of ice cream, usually vanilla, sandwiched between two pieces of something like cookies, wafer, or cake.
Something like. I like that you said that.
Yeah, you can't say it's ice cream either.
In Australia, they were
neither ice cream nor cookie.
In Australia, ice cream sandwiches are probably known as cream betweens.
No,
in
they're
Ireland,
not. I promise that's not a thing. That was made up.
In Ireland, they're known as sliders. In Israel, they're known as casadas. In Italy, they're known as brioche congelado.
What are they known for in France?
That's in France, brioche comme hamon. No.
So a croque ham.
Yeah.
So there is a credited inventor, but let me read a little bit about this guy. Jeremy Newberg, an ice cream vendor at Pittsburgh's baseball field, was credited as creating the ice cream sandwich as we know it. But really, his grandson just made up the citation on Wikipedia because he wanted to honor his grandpa who used to sell them.
What?
Fake.
That's amazing.
They did say that back in the day, they used to sell ice cream between, like ice cream slabs between pieces of paper, sheets of paper, like wax paper or something like that.
Not much has changed.
And I was like, but that doesn't do anything. And then they added the cookie. They call it a cookie. They call it a cookie. They say chocolate cookie.
But let's just say like the chocolate layer, right? The mattress.
The wafers,
right?
the biscuits.
The twin size mattress
soft
of an
cookies.
ice cream sandwich. Why is the ratio perfect?
It's so perfect.
Like it's the perfect amount of cookie?
And here's the other thing. When you have maybe an aversion to biting cold things, some people do.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah,
that extra little tiny layer of cookie for some reason makes it just like no problem.
It's because you can
No
bite
problem.
down enough to get to the ice cream, but then you've like got enough wrapped around the
Leverage,
cookie to be
yep.
able to pull it off.
You know what's nice? You go to like a family, like an extended family barbecue or picnic, and you're like, you get a bad chicken salad sandwich.
Yeah.
You're like, man, this has been a pretty mediocre meal. But then they have a cooler full of ice cream sandwiches.
bust out the desserts?
It saves everything.
Ice cream sandwiches were good, I always thought.
Yeah.
And then somebody was like, what if we started doing those in cookies and cream?
Yeah.
And I think those are next level for me.
They are.
I
so
love
good.
them.
Oh,
Now,
the Neapolitan?
Neapolitan ice cream sandwiches are
granted,
amazing.
This is a dessert, not a savory.
No, but it is
like,
still,
food.
I mean, they're ice cream sandwiches, right? So
By the
we're
way,
going to say that it counts.
National Ice Cream Day is August 2nd. So happy National Ice Cream Day to all those who celebrate.
Missed it. Belated.
Ted? Yeah. I will say you probably could eat an ice cream sandwich and then go commit a crime because your fingerprints are completely blocked. Because you like, what is it?
Yeah, it's all
Then
over
you
there.
get your bottom teeth. And great.
If you're holding it, if you hold it in one spot too long,
Yeah.
it like that fingerprint is coming with you.
It comes like the whole cookie comes off and then you never get it off.
we got robbed by the tar monster again.
What's worse?
The ice cream sandwich bandit.
What's worse is when you're eating an ice cream sandwich and then you have to do something like pick up your phone or grab something and all of a sudden it's like all over everything you're touching. You're like, no.
Guys,
There is
there's
also-
a wrapper to an ice cream sandwich.
There's
you could
also
use.
the strategery of at some point having to do like the lick around the back.
Yep. So it doesn't all fall out.
Like you,
no,
you start to like,
I do the wrapper for the most part, Ken, but then
Cut
you get
in
to the
the
bottom
edges.
and you have to like rip it off right there at the end.
Can we do 20 more minutes of ice cream sandwich content?
Yes, it's a tier 1.
Tier 1.
It's a tier 2.
Oh,
I have.
Are we gonna agree on anything?
Jeez.
I have actually said no to an ice cream sandwich more than I've said yes.
But why?
I'm never
You-
disappointed when I have one.
you were
but I
not
never
a
go
fat
out of my
boy.
way. I am. Well, that's not true. But I think that this cookie can be quite dry sometimes, and I don't care for that.
Wow.
I'm just saying.
It never freezes. It somehow never
You
freezes.
can set-
What's a reverse finger boop? How do
Yeah.
you do that?
Poob? I don't like that at all.
It's not.
I don't like that at all. I just listen. I think you could set an ice cream sandwich on a picnic table on a hot summer day and leave it there for like an hour, and it'll still be relatively solid. And
That's why we can't say ice cream.
that kind of scares me.
Sure.
So, okay. Next we have. Oh, let's get back to real sandwiches. The Italian sub.
Several type of cured meats.
Sorry. Poob regnif.
Poob regnif.
Poo regnif.
What did we just summon? I can't
That's what I just did to Zach for giving it a tier 2.
So Italian sandwiches,
It's not even a 3. It's a 2.
several types of cured meats such as salami, ham, and
Capicola.
Coca-Cola,
Capicola.
provolone cheese, and fresh vegetables like shredded lettuce, tomato, and onion.
Italian subs on this list, and you're going to give me a hard time about giving an ice cream sandwich tier 2. Go on.
Like this could also be called, they have these Italian subs, and they also call them submarine sandwiches because of the size of the bread, but they also call them hoagies and heroes and grinders and wedge and
Hoagies and grinders.
spuckies. This type of sandwich became popular in pizzerias. That's kind of where they started to originate in Pennsylvania, Delaware, New York, New Jersey, Massachusetts, because of the Italian Americans.
They're so salty.
They are, and that's the thing is they pile on those meats, and it is like you get the traditional ham, like you're on there, but then you add salami. And it's like okay, that's salty plus salty, then capicola, salty, and then salami and like everything you put on there, and they put vinegar on there, and then they add salt, and I'm like, wow, that's a really.
I
Salty
think you have to be in a mood, and when you're in the mood,
Yes.
these taste amazing.
This is heartburn on a piece of bread,
right? Not
This
an
is-
everyday sandwich for sure.
No,
but
no.
good.
But also, so the Italian sub traditionally has like a vinaigrette on it or like, oil. But like sometimes they'll put the marinara on an Italian sub. That's next level of
It is.
everything.
It is very good.
But I'm giving this a tier 2.
What?
Tier 2.
When I worked at Quiznos for the longest time, they had an Italian sub there. And it was kind of like, if I'm tired of the other ones, I'm going to get that one. But
But it's good.
it's good.
I love Italian subs because they feel substantial.
Yeah, they do.
are the opposite
Yeah.
of the BLT, where it's like this is good, but it doesn't feel like there's enough.
It's like, bro,
here.
I need some protein.
Nobody's ever eaten an Italian sub and thought there's not enough flavor here. There's not enough meat here. This is not good. I once had an Italian sub in high school. His name was Mr. Brusato. Tier 1 for me. I love these. These are like when I go to a sandwich place, my eye immediately goes to the Italian sub.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, I always
Sometimes
worry.
The only reason I don't get it is because they don't have mayo, and I want mayo.
I always worry they're going to have like the meat with like the peppercorn, whole peppercorns in it.
That's all right.
Okay, next up is a lobster roll.
Made with fresh lobster meat, served in a buttered top split hot dog bun, and sometimes toast.
Now, this is a kind of a New England area invention back in 1929.
Shocker.
In fact, credit for the invention of lobster roll is disputed, but in the Encyclopedia of American Food and Drink, they say that the lobster roll originated as a hot dish at a restaurant called Perry's in Milford, Connecticut.
Mm-hmm. And they're saying maybe it was Portuguese or English sailors that just kind of invented it at the restaurant. I think you can hate seafood and still admit that a lobster roll is incredible.
I have heard tale of delicious lobster rolls from people at this very table. Melt in your mouth deliciousness of lobster, the butter that drips off the bread.
Oh, yeah.
And yet I've been disappointed every time I've gotten a lobster roll.
I know why.
I've never been to the East Coast.
No, listen.
That's not true. I've been in New York and Florida.
Well, there's 2 reasons why.
You've been to the airport.
No. You go to Maine, you go to Boston. I went to Boston. You got the lobster roll. Yes. It's because you've had them here. Also, they're $40 a piece.
That's the other thing. When I see these on the menu, I'm like, that's way too expensive for a sandwich.
And it's not going to fill you up. And that's the problem. This is a luxury item, but the luxury is worth it. And granted, it's like a once a year meal, but it's the one that you're like, I can't wait to eat this and talk about it for the next year.
Now, where were you when you had yours?
Boston.
Okay, because in Maine, they're actually served cold, and they usually have mayonnaise on them.
Yeah. They're also good cold, but they're better warm with butter.
But with mayonnaise.
Yeah, it's fine. Somehow it works.
Really?
I don't know what it is. Zach, what about you? I think it's a tier 1. Joel's been disappointed. I actually put my notes.
Tier 2.
I put, this is the anti-Joel food in my notes.
Why?
Because it's $40 a serving.
Okay, yeah.
And we have a straight, tier 3.
Why?
I don't like them.
Is it?
Why?
I am not a seafood guy.
Sure.
Yeah.
But still, it's lobster.
I get that, Zach.
It's the spider of the ocean.
Zach, I see you. I hear you.
I more think scorpion.
I understand you.
Oh, yeah. Ooh, that's pretty cool.
It's kind of awesome, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
Is the crab the spider?
the sea scorpion.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is the crab? Yes, crabs are spiders.
Crabs are spiders.
Yeah.
Lobsters are
Lobsters are
scorpions.
scorpions.
Even though their tails are like, plop, plop.
It's like
Spiders have
I got no stinger.
Yeah, I not a fan. Wouldn't order. Second to lowest for me.
Have you been to
Because they're too
Freshies?
expensive.
Should we go to Freshies?
Oh, take me there, and I'll change my mind.
That's a big investment.
Okay.
It's a risk.
We'll split one. You need to get a bite.
We've done that before.
We have.
many times. It's us eating at Disneyland.
Yeah.
Okay, meatball sub.
Meatballs, marinara sauce, and cheese all nestled inside a toasted sub roll or hoagie. Common cheeses used are mozzarella and provolone, often melted on top.
I found out that meatballs originally were like a standalone dish, like you just eat a meatball, like a meatloaf.
Yeah.
But they're like, no, let's put this on pasta. And then what you eat pasta with, you eat it with garlic bread or other types of breads. Then they started putting the
Was this an
meatballs on
accident,
bread.
basically?
I think it was maybe, someone had like a
baguette.
like spaghetti all covered with cheese, and then their lost for a meatball when somebody sneezed, it rolled off the table, and they caught it with a piece of bread. And then they ate it, and they were like, that's actually pretty good.
Cute.
So meatball subs are one of those that I know it's not going to be high-quality meat most of the time. I know it's going to be the messiest thing I've ever eaten. And as I eat, I'm going to have it like dripping out the sides of my mouth, all over my fingers. I'm going to go through like 27 napkins. But then I'm always happy. I love a meatball sub. Even at Subway, I love a meatball sub.
Do you feel like a tier 3 person when ordering a meatball sub?
No, I feel like a tier 3 person after I finish it.
Okay.
But
I can understand that.
as I'm ordering it, I'm fine. And I'll tell you what, and there's meatball subs we had at a restaurant by us, Tony's.
Yeah.
Fantastic. It's basically a French, it's a French bread split open with meatballs inside and ketchup and mustard on.
This is a ninja. It sneaks up on you. You don't think about meatball subs. And then when you see them on the menu, you're like, yeah, it's like the cheapest one. It
usually is.
I'm going to try it. It's going to fill me up. And it's always amazing. Even at Subway, guys.
Even at Subway. I like that's our benchmark.
Even at Subway. New tagline. Zach, what about you? It's a tier 1 for me.
Tier 1 for me as well.
Tier 3.
Can we match on anything?
That's a Deli show.
But that is because they hate me. I literally cannot eat these anymore.
But what if you had like the mango
Changed
salsa on
your
them?
ways, yeah.
If I have the sauce, I will throw it up.
There'll be egg salad in that.
My body immediately rejects it
Gross.
for some reason. I like them, but I can't have them.
Just have a dry meatball sandwich.
This is the orange juice of sandwiches. It's battery acid. I can't have it.
No.
I'm giving it a tier 3 out of spite. Moving on.
I understand.
Next is a Monte Cristo.
Ham, turkey, and Swiss cheese dipped in egg batter and pan fried until golden brown. It's traditionally served with a dusting of powdered sugar and a side of fruit jam like raspberry or strawberry.
It is a variation of the French croque monsieur, which is a...
Now you can say it.
Oh, sure.
I didn't want to reveal it until now, Zach.
Croque monsieur is with egg.
Croque monsieur.
Croque madame has no egg.
Interesting.
What?
Yes.
That seems backwards.
Yeah, you think my dad would have the eggs.
Don't go any further. Don't go any further.
Anyway, but no, this is a Monte Cristo sandwich. It has been around for a while and was referred to as
1923.
a French sandwich or toasted ham sandwich or French toasted cheese sandwich. But it rose in popularity due to the Blue Bayou restaurant at
Indeed.
Disneyland.
Even has its own day, which is September 17th. Coming up.
Happy Monte Cristo Day to all those who celebrate. But this is one of those sandwiches that I tell you, I look forward to it. When we went to Disneyland, guys, you know, that was like, can we go place a Monte Cristo sandwich? Can I go here and get a Monte Cristo sandwich? Can I get a Monte Cristo sandwich? I've learned the recipe so I can do it at home, make my own.
Have you tried
by the
it?
way, yes. And can I say, Disney's ripping y'all off because it is like the cheapest ingredients in the cheapest batter, and then I fry it up. And it's still amazing.
The experience.
But I think a Monte Cristo is delicious. I love dipping it in the jam, which is weird.
It is weird.
The ham, like it's already kind of a sweet bread with the powdered sugar, with the ham and the cheese.
The
You dip it in
mixture.
jam.
How often?
Little warm ham turkey
Yeah.
Swiss dipped in like a raspberry or a...
My only complaint with the raspberry, by the way, is the little seeds that get stuck in my teeth.
You hate seeds.
I don't like it in my jam.
Wow.
That's not my jam.
How often could you eat a Monte Cristo sandwich? Once a week? Once every other
How
week?
long do I want to live?
Yeah, that's the question.
Once a month.
Once a month.
But I seek them out. I've gone places strictly because I see that they have Monte Cristo on their menu.
Yeah.
I have been disappointed.
Really?
When they're not good. They're
Some people kind of
like
skim.
they can be greasy.
I've seen
Little too
some
crispy
places
on the outside?
I've seen some places try to pass off their Monte Cristos as it was basically French toast with ham and cheese sandwich in between.
Okay.
Oh,
Hot
and I was
take.
like, no.
Hot take. I like this.
See, and I like the,
just a hot,
the battered and fried.
hot turkey ham, Swiss, cheddar, whatever, with just French toast as the bread. I'm okay with that.
No.
As long as the side compote is good.
Compost?
What?
Compote.
What are you giving them?
Tier 1.
Okay. Tier 1.
Oh,
finally.
I love a Monte Cristo. Again,
You.
I've sought them out.
Yes.
They can be bad, but it's like pizza.
But generally
even when
speaking-
they're bad, they're pretty good.
Yeah, generally speaking, if you see Monte Cristo on a menu,
Yeah.
it's like, yes, please.
Point of order, I did have the croque madame and croque monsieur backwards, and now it feels a little weird.
Hey, it makes
Egg.
sense
Well,
now,
that's
though.
just awkward.
Egg is a
The
croque
world
madame.
makes sense.
Yeah. Oh well. I looked it up. Apparently, there is a way of knowing. All these years. How about that? Next, we have the PB&J
Peanut butter, jelly or jam, and bread.
jam.
Peanut butter,
And jam.
jelly.
Peanut butter and jelly is more fun to say, but peanut butter and jam is more fun to eat.
94% of Americans have at least one jar of peanut butter at home, so PB&J is always at the ready.
Yep.
Now, this is a popular children's item and also comfort food, but this was one of those that it was during the Great Depression and World War II. It's a very shelf-stable meal.
Yeah.
So you can make it, and it's very easy to make, and it's actually very nutritious as well because you got the protein from the peanut butter, you get the raspberry preserves or strawberry preserves. That's a fruit,
Sugar.
and a lot of sugar. But it is a comfort food. It is a solid sandwich, and I feel like bad that it's been downplayed to just for children.
Yeah.
No, they're good.
But do you make them for your kids and then you go, why not? Why not just make one for me?
All the time.
And then you
All
eat
the
it and you're
time.
like, you know what? It's pretty good.
Lately, I can not have as much peanut butter.
Yeah.
And so I do the almond butter and jelly.
Oh, yeah.
Still good.
Still good,
Very good.
Crunchy or creamy?
creamy.
I've gone both ways. Yeah.
Texture. It's a thing where
I like crunchy.
I like the crunch.
The average American will have consumed 1,500 PB&Js by the time they graduate high school.
But will they? Because have you noticed how PB&Js have taken a back seat
Yeah, I think they have to.
because of
No.
peanut allergies?
No.
They've removed them from many schools already, which is kind of weird to me. And my kids, they don't really care for them as much, which is weird because I think they're a staple, and then I'll make it, and the kids will be like, meh.
You know, they're just allergic to the insecticides.
Oh,
The insect designs?
Insecticides.
Insect designs?
What they say.
Hey, I feel about the PB&J the way that you guys were talking about the grilled cheese.
Yeah.
You said that the grilled cheese was the base.
the standard? Sure.
The standard of all sandwiches is the PB&J. It is the
You're
most
probably right.
middle of middle, like representative. Like if we had a Hunger Games of sandwiches, we would send out PB&J as our tribute, being like, you are the representative of the top and bottom of all of us.
Even the 1,342-pound sandwich that was made at the Great American Peanut Butter Festival in Saline, Texas back in 2010 for the world record.
How?
I don't know. It's a
How
very
have we
large
gotten
sandwich.
this far without
Elvis
talking?
Presley flew back and forth to Denver to buy what he called a fool's gold sandwich, and this is a giant hoagie bun, 8,000 calories. It was hollowed out, full thing of peanut butter, full jar of jelly, and a pound of bacon inside.
Wait,
Elvis Presley.
what?
Yeah,
That took a sharp.
8,000 calories.
Okay.
sharp turn there.
How have we gotten
died young.
this far without talking about the holy grail of peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, the grape Uncrustable? I love them.
I think they taste a little plasticky.
I've never really liked Uncrustable.
What?
I don't really like them.
One time I had an Uncrustable.
They're fine.
I had an Uncrustable in a cooler, and I grabbed one to take a bite, or to eat. Of course, I grabbed it. It's in the package, and I set it on the back of a truck, a truck bed.
Yeah.
And forgot about it. Sat in the sun a little bit.
Oh.
And I realized
Little toasty.
that was the peak way. You leave it inside the package,
Okay.
let it get a little bit,
Did it start blowing up?
for how long?
Like a blowfish?
For how long, Zach?
till it just barely starts to.
I'm just trying to figure out
Cool.
if I set out the American cheese and the Uncrustable at the same time, which is going to be ready first.
Yes, you want it. Let's see. It shouldn't be in the temperature danger zone longer than 4 hours. So just set it out for like 5 hours.
Do you need a truck bed in order to make this?
Yeah, it's part of the camping experience.
Oh, okay.
I just always feel like
Get a truck.
Uncrustables are fine because they're peanut butter and jelly, but I was like, I like the crust. I have no problem with it.
What?
Crust is where the flavor is, folks.
No, it is not. What marketing? Honestly,
is
devil
the
was like,
French.
no, you have to eat the crust. It's the best part.
The
No, it's
French
not.
who invented bread specifically made their bread longer so it has more flavor.
Yeah, Grandma Sycamores doesn't have anything to do with
Grandma Sycamores is good for a hot 5 minutes where it gets moldy.
it. Well, it's gone in my house.
Just seems like some kid crimped the outside of an Uncrustable.
He did. He was wise to
I've just
do
been
so.
disappointed with it, but we're not talking about Uncrustables. We're talking about PB&J.
It's a tier 2.
Tier 2.
It's a tier 2.
All that discussion. All that.
That's it, for sure. Next, we have the po' boy.
This is fried shrimp, oysters, or roast beef served on a long French-style roll with toppings such as lettuce, tomato, pickles, all slathered with a mayonnaise-based sauce like remoulade.
Oyster
Yeah.
Yeah.
and po'
shrimp.
boy?
Yeah.
I'm a po' boy. I haven't had that.
I'm just a poor boy.
How many of
I
those?
need no fantasy.
How many of these have you had?
2.
Yeah, I've had maybe 2 in my life.
I've had a handful.
Have you had a shrimp one?
Mostly
Yes.
just shrimp.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Good.
But it's fine. It really is fine. But I do feel like I've been a little... Like, this is kind of actually the southern version of a banh mi.
Yeah, it is.
Because it's just that... It's mostly the open-faced... Almost open-faced. It's like bread that's been just like ripped open and then they dump everything they can in it.
and it's harder bread, right? To hold everything there.
Yes. It is, by the way... They got the name, by the way, because... Well, that's disputed. Believe it or not. But they said they created the po' boy for farmers and dock workers and other poor boys who frequented the original location where they made these in the French market. But every time I read a po' boy description, I'm like, oh, that's going to be good. And then I get it and I'm like, that was pretty dry.
Yeah.
They can be dry.
So
I like the sauce of it. I like the unique taste, but it's not. I'm never excited to eat a shrimp sandwich.
what?
Yeah. Is that a bad thing?
This is a tier
Shrimp's
3.
good.
It's a tier 3.
It's a tier 3.
I gave it a tier 2. I
Oh,
don't mind
what?
these. Yeah.
That's
I'm
fine.
okay with them.
Okay.
That's fine. They're fine. I'm not going to complain against. Like I said, I like all these.
Okay. Next is the pulled pork sandwich.
Consists of slow cooked shredded pork shoulders, typically mixed with barbecue sauce and served on a bun, and can also be improved, maybe with coleslaw.
Some people add the coleslaw on the sandwich. Some people
Yeah.
put the coleslaw on the side of the
I
sandwich.
put it on there.
Some put sauce as they make the meat.
Yes.
Some let you add it after. Some
Yes,
after it dry.
Both.
Yeah.
So pulled pork is one of those meats, by the way, that it must to pull properly. Your meat must reach an internal temperature of 195 to 205 degrees Fahrenheit. That's when it pulls. Now, the one about this is once again, disputed story, but apparently Leonard Huberger in 1922 founded a barbecue restaurant in Memphis named Leonard's, and he was apparently the inventor of the classic Memphis pork barbecue sandwich.
You know, it's interesting because we don't have barbecue beef sandwiches on here, and barbecue beef is kind of a toss-up for me. Like, sometimes the quality is good, sometimes it's bad. I have never had a bad pulled pork sandwich.
The funny thing about pulled pork sandwiches is they are like, if I may say, lowest common denominator.
Sure.
Of like, oh, we're going to a barbecue at a friend's house or a youth activity. They're going to have pulled pork sandwiches because it is a cheap meat. It's fairly easy to make. And yet it's delicious.
Delicious.
Yet every time I see pulled pork sandwiches, I'm like, yes, give me the barbecue sauce. I will drown that sucker.
Don't do hamburger buns. Go for a nicer bread.
Or
nicer
just a roll.
Yeah. But this, especially with the coleslaw, the nicest mouthfeel.
And I don't even like coleslaw, but I will put it on a pulled
Have
pork
I made
sandwich.
you my Louisiana pulled pork sandwiches?
I've had them. Very good.
I will make that soon for you.
Well, how come Zach had them?
I don't know, actually.
One Super Bowl gathering once.
Oh, yeah, that's true. I did make that.
It was delicious.
I feel like I'm not your friend anymore.
Sometimes pulled pork sandwiches can be dry.
That's true. Yeah.
And when they're dry, they are not fun to eat.
No.
If the bun's dry, if the meat's dry, I mean, that's the only thing that is knocked.
If the bun's dry, though, you dip it in the meat that's already fallen off the sandwich on the plate.
You're giving it too much credit. I've had like pulled pork from restaurants.
Yeah.
Not good.
Oh.
As long as I have barbecue sauce,
I
that's
got
not
you.
a problem. I slather these in
Every
barbecue
time
sauce.
I've had somebody make it, right? Not
Yeah,
at
with
a
love.
restaurant,
Yes.
Right? Like, you, Kent, I've had yours. Like, Beaker is fantastic.
Oh, my goodness, yeah.
Like, yeah, that
I do
is
a little
good.
shot glass of barbecue sauce and I take a bite.
Restaurant pulled pork sandwiches, been sitting there all day. Not great. So I give it a tier 2.
I give it a tier 1.
My gosh, it's a tier 1, Zach.
Yeah.
This was an easy tier 1.
Don't agree
Zach, this was an easy tier 1.
We don't agree a lot. And I have a feeling we're going to continue to not agree, apparently, with the Reuben.
A grilled sandwich with corned beef, Swiss cheese, sauerkraut, and either Russian or Thousand Island dressing.
No, it's funny because it's associated with kosher-style delicatessens, but it is not kosher.
It's a mixture of everything.
It combines meat and cheese, not kosher. But then the origin story holds that one Reuben Kulikovsky, a Lithuanian-born Jewish grocer residing in Omaha, Nebraska, asked for a sandwich made of corned beef and sauerkraut as a weekly poker game. So once again, gambling makes sandwiches.
But another story has Arnold Reuben, who owned Reuben's Delicatessen, and he made it the sandwich for an actress. But that was 10 years after the other Reuben made the sandwich.
Exactly. So whether if you believe one or if you believe the other, all you really need to know is that it's corned beef, Swiss cheese, sauerkraut, and like a Russian dressing or a Thousand Island dressing.
But it really comes down to the bread.
Rye bread.
I think the rye bread really puts this one over.
But I think the Reuben at Arby's, I don't think that's a real Reuben. I think they just dyed the bread.
Yeah.
Because, it doesn't...
This is the messiest sandwich on the list, I believe.
so?
I think it falls apart every single time, unless it's like perfect crispness to the rye bread. I love every bite. Guys, I'm taking you to this place called Enrico's down at Jordan Landing.
Okay.
And it is the most amazing Reuben.
Tell me about it.
Oh, we're going to go.
Okay.
Like, it's seriously so good because it's nice and crispy and it's compact. It keeps everything in.
Okay.
So I love the Reuben.
Really?
When I'd go
Sauerkraut
to Gandolfo's.
and all.
Yeah, weird. But when I go to Gandolfo's, Reuben every single time.
Okay.
Really? At Gandolfo's?
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
That you.
Joel?
So for me, I feel like I'm going to disappoint my father because the Reuben...
I've been doing that for years. It's fine.
The Reuben is his number one favorite sandwich.
And it is not yours.
It is not mine. Yeah. I like it. It's fine. The sauerkraut sometimes can be a little too overpowering. The Thousand Island dressing sometimes can be a little too sweet. The rye bread can sometimes be disappointing. I'm giving this a tier 3. I'm sorry, Dad. I actually had it up in tier 2 and it slowly got bumped down.
Wow.
So also in Omaha, March 14th was proclaimed as Reuben Sandwich Day, which I'm like 314. Reuben Sandwich Day.
Pie day?
Get another day.
They don't do a lot of math there.
In Omaha.
Yeah. All right. Well, here's the thing when it comes to the Reuben sandwich. I will happily go to your place in West Jordan.
Yeah.
But I have had the best Reuben sandwich because I, once upon a time, was insane and flew to Pittsburgh to buy a car. And where did I go but Primanti Brothers? Where? I had the PB Reuben, which is a large sandwich featuring half pound of corned beef and pastrami, Swiss cheese, and Parmesan horseradish mayo served with grilled slaw and French fries on top.
Not a horseradish.
Wow.
It was outstanding.
Like literally outstanding. Do you still think about it sometimes?
I definitely do. Seasoned fries.
Hold the
all
horseradish and I'm in.
It
my
is
goodness.
so good. It was, the second best thing about that trip outside of my bullet.
The bullet was his car.
It's a car. Yeah.
He shot a Manarino just to watch him die, which was weird.
Yeah, crazy. I have been thinking and dreaming about that sandwich. I cannot wait to go.
Can I go? Can we do a
out
road
to
trip?
Pittsburgh. I'm going to catch a baseball game at PNC Park, and I'm going to get a Primanti Brothers sandwich.
I want to come.
So first trips to West Jordan and then Philadelphia.
Then Pittsburgh. Yep, for sure. And tier 1 for me.
All right.
And Reuben, weirdly enough, is my restaurant sandwich.
Yeah.
For some reason,
Fantastic.
like you mentioned with the grilled cheese, right? You never feel good about ordering a grilled cheese at a restaurant.
Right.
I almost always, when it's available, order a Reuben. That is my restaurant sandwich. Okay. Next, roast beef.
Roast beef and bread with popular additions including cheese, lettuce, tomato, onion, and mayonnaise or mustard.
Now, are you guys thinking like an Arby's roast beef sandwich, or are you thinking like a deli roast beef sandwich?
A deli.
I'm thinking more of a bootlegger, whatever, Jimmy John's.
Okay. See, I think I go to the grocery store and you buy roast beef, which is a little more expensive than turkey or ham, but it's usually delicious. Like there's a nice saltiness to it.
There is, but also there's an unknown variant because many times that roast beef is super dry, and that is hard to eat.
It kind of depends on which one you get. I guess before they went off the rails and got in trouble or whatever, like boar's head was good. So like I'd go to Harmon's and I'd get the boar's head. I'm like, I like roast beef. And then I'd go to Walmart and get anything there, and I would be like, I hate roast beef.
Lando Frost, don't do that one.
Funky in a hurry.
And it has that kind of odd green color to it sometimes. That you're just like, is that okay?
Can be weird.
So I'm giving this a tier 2 only because of that variant, because I'll tell you what, I have no problem with roast beef sandwiches. I enjoy them. But because of that unknown of whether it's going to be really dry or really kind of icky versus really good.
Yeah, it's a tier 2. I like this. Easy to make.
I think it can feel elevated, but the risk factor, like it's either a tier 1 or a tier 3.
Yeah.
Therefore, it's a tier 2.
Okay.
Makes sense
We
to me.
agreed. Now we have Sloppy Joe.
Sloppy Joe.
Ground beef, onions, and a tangy, slightly sweet tomato-based sauce, all served on a hamburger bun.
Now, this is one where they, when they were originally trying to come up with the name for this, they came with various names, such as toasted deviled hamburgers, chopped meat sandwiches, Spanish hamburgers, hamburger a la Creole, beef Mironton, and minced beef Spanish style. Which, Sloppy Joe sounds better than that.
Sloppy Joe's perfect.
Origins are disputed, but some say in Havana, Cuba, a bar owner named Jose Sloppy Joe Abel y Otero created a simple sandwich filled with ground beef stewed in tomatoes, and his bar was frequented by such Americans and Britons, including Errol Flynn, Ernest Hemingway, and Graham Greene. And that Sloppy Joe sandwich from Havana, Cuba eventually became kind of an American staple, honestly. I don't know how that worked
It's
out.
funny. I would never choose a Sloppy Joe if there's anything else available. Like it may even be a tier 3 sandwich, truthfully. But when you go to that picnic, when you go to that Ward barbecue, and you see, your only option may be a Sloppy Joe, you're happy about it.
Yeah.
Right? It's like, yeah, sure.
Yeah,
It's
you
a
slap it on there,
sure
close it.
sandwich. And that's why for me it's a tier 2 one, because it's a hamburger bun, right? It gets soaked through immediately with all the Sloppy Joe-ness. It falls off the sides into your salad. And it's not great meat, but you're like, I'm fine with this. This is an official barbecue because there's a Sloppy Joe on my plate.
Kent, what is one of my favorite condiments of all time?
Ketchup.
Yes. The ingredients for Sloppy Joes is like 99% ketchup.
Yeah.
And then
Brown sugar
and
mustard
mustard and liquid smoke or something like that.
Yeah.
Like eat some seasonings. But it is mostly kind of just like ketchup
It is
and
for
hamburger. I love it. I love a Sloppy Joe.
Wait, even on like a bad bun? Because they're usually bad buns.
They are, but the meat in between really makes up for it. And this is, once again, there's those variants, but there's not really a bad variant. Like you're just like Sloppy Joe. Sure.
What about
it's gonna be
celery?
good.
There's celery in these a
People
lot.
don't put
Or
celery in
pickles.
Sloppy Joe. What
Yeah, no, true
you put
story.
pickles on it, but you don't ground them up in there.
I've
it's
definitely
basically
had it.
just hamburger meat and ketchup and mustard and brown
Zack, have
sugar.
you ever had celery in your Sloppy Joes?
No.
Okay,
What parties are you going
Sorry,
to?
my family's weird.
That is weird.
But no, I give it a tier 1.
Sloppy Joe?
Sloppy Joes.
I give egg salad a tier 1.
It's
You're
the
allowed.
lowest quality
This is a
sandwich.
straightforward, honest name. You eat this, you know what you're getting.
If Walmart was a sandwich, it would be the Sloppy Joe.
It's because his name's Sloppy Joe.
Yes.
That's probably his nickname in 8th grade.
It was.
He kissed a girl and then he got the name Sloppy Joe.
Kids made fun of me. And they call me Sloppy Joe.
Oh, Kent, what did you give it?
Which is better than Kent, meanwhile, they just called Cubano.
A straight tier 3. I don't want to be seen eating these. I don't want to experience eating these. I'm never.
Give them to me.
Will you
Never.
eat like a half a Sloppy Joe at a barbecue then?
I would go hungry.
What?
I would eat. I would eat.
Give me your Sloppy Joe.
I would eat extra chips and then excuse myself and grab McDonald's on the way home.
Yeah.
Like no way.
I should clarify. I don't think I'll ever order a Sloppy Joe at a restaurant.
But maybe you should because it would be delicious.
Maybe.
Yeah.
But at a barbecue, if there's Sloppy Joe, it's like pulled pork sandwiches. I'm like, yep, I'm here. This is good.
I think that they are.
Same principle.
I think they're fading out. I
Sloppy
think
Joes?
Sloppy Joes die in the 90s. They live and die in the 90s.
No.
I think they were on
Like
the
AMC
Adam
Lagoon.
Sandler did not create the
One
Sloppy Joe
vat was
popularity.
made.
Which also came out in the 90s.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. That wasn't the peak.
One vat was made, and we're still using that to this day.
We make these on the regular.
What man witch over here?
No. Canned stuff? Are you kidding me?
Okay.
He's the Sloppy Joe elitist.
How dare you?
I am honestly.
I demand high quality of my Sloppy Joes.
I'm sick to my stomach thinking about this.
Well, wait till we get to the next one.
Maybe Sloppy Joe's is at the bottom of my list. I hate these.
Yeah.
Okay. Thanksgiving sandwich.
Turkey, stuffing, cranberry sauce, gravy, and mashed potatoes. It's served on bread, often toasted and sometimes slathered with butter.
Also called a gobbler, pilgrim, or Puritan.
Don't call it that.
I hate all those names.
Hey, listen, is Thanksgiving an amazing meal?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. But when you put it all together, like here's the thing, if it's on a plate and it touches, totally fine.
Yeah.
Right? Sweet potatoes, all that stuff.
I will fully, as I'm eating my Thanksgiving dinner, like open up a roll, put some turkey on it, maybe put some ranch on it, and then eat that. Or
But
dip it in some gravy.
For some reason, throwing that all together between a bun or a roll or whatever, it's not good. It's too much of a good thing.
Stuffing is a tier 3. Cranberry sauce is a tier 3. That brings the sandwich down.
Yeah.
So I'm giving this a tier 3 because, you know what? Good idea. Sure, throw everything on a sandwich, but I'm not going to choose this.
Yeah. It's a tier 3.
I mean, just on the efficiency alone, I had to give this a tier 2. I like these. They're fun.
So if you see this available, you'll get it for the
I
variety.
have specifically gone to Capriotti's in Murray just to have this.
I've never been to Capriati.
Maybe I was going to say maybe we go to a restaurant because I'm still thinking homemade here.
No. Yeah, go to check. We'll check it out sometime.
Also, I was going to mention
I'll bring you one.
in Friends, the one with Ross's sandwich. He makes a double-decker Thanksgiving leftover sandwich called the Moist Maker, and the middle slice of bread is like marinated in gravy. Which I went, that actually didn't sound bad.
Tier 3.
I feel like bad.
But what?
I feel bad for thinking that this is kind of good.
No, that's fine.
Okay.
It's a lot of good things.
If I didn't feel bad for liking
You didn't
Sloppy
like
Joe's.
cranberry or stuffing.
Right.
Stuffing's
So,
great.
That's a big part of
Soggy
this.
bread. No, thank you.
Basically, you're like, let's ruin a turkey sandwich.
Yeah.
I get it. Okay.
Yeah.
Next, we have the torta.
Meats such as milanesa, carnitas, or carne asada, refried beans, avocado, cheese, onions, tomatoes, lettuce, pickled jalapenos, often with a spread of mayo or crema.
The one way
salsa.
I explained this to someone, because we were at a street taco stand, and they said, "What's a torta?" And I said, "It's essentially everything you put on a taco, but on bread."
Yeah.
Because that's what
really
it is.
it. And
That's
it's
what it is.
really dry bread.
Yes. Yeah,
Like-
it usually is, because it's got to soak everything up in there.
Yeah, and it's a million ingredients. I would say my kind of standard is the carne asada torta.
Yeah.
And whenever I get it, I'm like, I love tortas. I should get these all the time. But when a quesadilla exists in this world, why would I ever get a torta?
A torta feels like I'm cheating on Mexican food. Because I'm like, there's no tortilla here. There's no like rice or like a base, you know,
Yeah.
there's something like that. It's like it's just on bread. I don't know. I feel like I'm like a gringo eating Mexican food when I eat a torta.
Yeah.
But I do like them. I think they're tasty. And so I'm going to give it a
tasty.
tier 2.
It's a tier 2.
Tier 3.
How come?
Come on, tier 2.
Why?
Are we ever going to match?
Not for me.
This is not for you?
I don't know. I think that the combination of flavors, I would like this packaged differently, please.
Yeah.
I don't.
And they're generally more expensive than the packaging of a burrito or taco too.
Yes. And that's the other thing.
Yeah.
It's kind of like,
I feel
I don't
like
know.
they can be dry.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah.
for me. Okay.
Okay.
Finally,
Oh, we're in on a big one.
here we go. Tuna fish.
Tuna fish or tuna melt?
Tuna fish.
Okay.
A tuna melt.
I think tuna
A
sandwich.
tuna melt is an upgrade. I'll
Yeah.
give you that.
I agree.
Canned tuna, mayonnaise, and bread. You can also add celery, pickles, onions. And
There's
seasonings
that
like salt,
celery again.
Pepper and lemon juice.
Stop putting celery in sandwiches. It does not belong. Celery is for soups and for ants on a log.
Yeah, that's true. Putting some peanut butter on that.
So yes, variations include the tuna boat, which is when it's on a bun or a roll, or tuna melt when it's melted in cheese or melted cheese and grilled.
So this became very popular after World War II when canned tuna was labeled as a plentiful food. Mm-hmm. And so it was kind of like healthy.
Yeah, because that's the thing. It does have like all the famous omega whatever fatty acid good stuff.
Did your mothers make these with pickles?
No,
Was this really?
Yeah.
I hated
Mine was chopped pickles.
sweet pickles in this. The worst.
No, dill. It's only dill. It's not sweet. Come on.
Dill.
But did you guys eat a lot more tuna sandwiches as a kid than your kids are eating?
Uh-huh.
Why?
Because my cats eat tuna. I'm not feeding that to my kids. Mercury.
My wife, I don't know, 3 months ago.
Yeah.
She ended up with some tuna and she made tuna sandwiches. I'm like, I haven't had one of these in 10 years. What am I doing? And she's like, well, do you like it? I'm like, yeah, it's pretty good actually.
I think I need to try tuna sandwich again.
When they're
You need to grill the bread
Yeah.
for sure.
By the way,
yeah, she toasted the bread.
Yeah.
in the United States, 52% of canned tuna is used specifically for sandwiches. And in fact, the tuna sandwich has been called, quote, the mainstay of almost everyone's American childhood, except for my kids, apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they might be dying in the 90s.
I used to come
and
home
the
from
80s.
school and just get the can, dump it out, put the Miracle Whip in,
Sure.
mix it up, put
Miracle
it on a
Whip,
sandwich.
huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I tried mayonnaise too, but
Sure.
Miracle Whip usually, and then
Half
I just
and
eat
half.
Okay. Wow.
Like half and half the cream?
No,
You had a half and
not
half
half and
home?
half. Oh. Half mayonnaise, half Miracle
He
Whip.
dip it in the coffee.
Half.
Wow.
I save that for my soda.
Usually you're a Miracle Whip or a mayonnaise home.
Yeah.
You're both.
You got a little both with the...
Wow.
fish.
Yeah. But tuna fish is one where, once again, I have to be reminded that I like it.
Yeah, like you can't hate it because you did eat it when you were a kid.
But there's no way.
Do you need to eat one again?
It
Ever.
can be pretty good.
There's no way I'm ever ordering this at a restaurant.
Never.
No.
Never. It is a tier 3 for me for that reason. But I still
Really?
like it.
Subway ruined tuna forever.
They did.
Yeah.
Because we had 4 variations of tuna.
Salad,
And it wasn't even
wrap.
real tuna.
Remember
Protein
during
bowl.
our challenge where they had to run an ad campaign where you could get a discounted sandwich by using the promo code It's Real?
Yeah. Because
there was
someone said, hey, it's not real tuna. And
Yeah.
they had to come up with like studies
Yeah.
and be
It was like a
no, it's real
lawsuit.
tuna.
It was a whole thing.
Yeah. It's a tier 3.
Listen, it's a tuna fish sandwich. It's the tier 3.
Yeah.
They
We
can
agree.
be good, but they're mostly bad.
Yeah.
Like maybe high tier 3. Still tier 3.
Zach, I feel like Joel and I tied a lot on this one. I feel like you kind of taint a lot of these, and maybe I'll blame myself on some of these. Where did we agree?
We agreed. Should we start at the tier 3s?
Yes, please.
Okay, tier 3. We all agreed 3 times with the bologna, cucumber, and tuna fish.
Yeah.
That seems fine.
Fair.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. But then there was a lot of split, a lot of middling, and you guys agreed certainly more. Than
Yeah, we did.
I agreed with you. But
I thought we were sandwich buddies, Zach.
collective tier 2 on the PB&J and roast beef.
Okay.
Fair. Yeah.
Fair. Yeah, okay.
And unanimous tier 1.
Come on.
Only 2.
What?
What?
The cheesesteak and the Monte Cristo.
Those are
Wow.
fantastic, but I
Yes.
cannot. Only twice?
Kent gave a tier 2 to the club. Joel gave a tier 2 to the Cubano. And then I gave a tier 2 to the pulled pork and ice cream.
Someone do the math, because I feel like this is the lowest time we've ever matched up in
Yeah.
history.
It's going to be an awkward
In
barbecue.
Baconsale history.
Maybe. Very possibly.
But there you go.
I'm so hungry right now.
Me too. Oh, that's so
Okay,
good.
now what do you want? Of all of them, we just talked about.
You just said cheesesteak and Monte Cristo, and so cheesesteak's on my mind.
Cheesesteak would be my number 1.
Cubano.
Cubano would be my number 2.
Yeah.
Monte Cristo 3.
Let us know what sandwiches you are craving after listening to this episode, and let us know your thoughts. We love to see people play along. We've given you these 27 sandwiches. We hope you've been playing along, because then you can write down on social media, on our Facebook and Instagram and Twitter channels, where you can let us know where you agree and where you disagree. And also let us know which sandwiches you're currently eating while listening to this episode. We love hearing that too.
And where do you get them? Because I do need a place to buy a good sandwich.
Yeah,
every once in a
yeah.
while, right?
That's true. That's true. Because you can make it at home, but where do you get a good one of these
There's
sandwiches?
one that's worth actually
Yes.
going and getting.
Exactly.
Yes.
But before we go, we'd like to give some love to our patrons, those who keep us making sandwiches of podcasts here in the Bacon Cave, including the I Am the Listener tier, which includes Taylor Sanderson, Some Guy, Scott Sprague remembers Jack Black from the Neverending Story 3, along with the kid from Free Willy. Oh, yeah. Sawyer Western, St. Shannon and Sir James West, Ryan and Marley, Rocky and Steph, Lady Terry Finley, Juice Tequila King Swallow, Jennifer Kilkowski, Casey Cummings, and Adam Rachel Crump. And then we have our Baking Council, which includes the other Brit, Johnny English, the one, the only Chris Anderson, Stephen, everyone's favorite Ross, Star Wars expert Kyler, our favorite couple, the Madsons, Nicole D. Kale, Horrell Highness Jessica Terry, Glow Clint Daniel, Debbie Foster, and Beaker.
Thank you, patrons.
Thank you. You are the BL to our T. But if you want to find me, you can find me at 76Joel on Twitter. You can find me performing with Quick Wits Superform at the studio at the Parker Theater. For more details, go to qwcomedy.com or go to the Quick Wits Facebook page.
You can find me at Twitter at Kenny3DD. You can find me on Instagram at KentCDunn. And you can read my movie reviews at ShowtimeShowdown.com.
If you'd like to connect with me or find out a way to share a cheesesteak or something, Twitter and Instagram at Zachary Western. But more importantly, make sure you're following Baconsale. Please like that Facebook page and then go to at Baconsale on Twitter and Instagram. After you've done that, go to tpublic.com/Baconsale and get yourself some merch. And then if you like what's going on here and you want to support us further, visit patreon.com/Baconsale. Support starts at just $3 a month, and you can get access to all sorts of behind the scenes fun, including us just talking about Taylor Swift.
Which is
course.
funny because last week's Bacon Bit was Taylor's version. And
Oh,
this week
what?
we talked about her even
Oh.
more. We got to stop this.
Oh, 2 weeks in a row. Patreon.com/Baconsale.
So until next time. It's peanut butter jelly time! Peanut butter jelly time! Peanut butter jelly time! Peanut butter jelly time! Oh. Whoa.
Hawaiian punch is bad.
In
Oi,
fact,
mate. Gonna have some bread and cheese.
In the
We celebrate every year.
yes.
Sandwich Day.
Are you okay?
Are you drooling?
It's missing stuff, but it has like a really good agent. But it sold it to you with a fun name.
Ken hates the tea.
Yeah, he's low T. Everybody knows.
B.L.T.
Makes me bizarrely uncomfortable.
Made from 100% Miss Frizzle.
Am I better than everybody else?
You are in that moment.
Turkey, ham, bacon, cheese.
I am haunted by grade school. We can't waste meat on the children. He's holding spite for you, Joel.
Apparently.
I don't like it, but I like when you're happy. So I will
Zack.
fall on the gyro.
Brioche con jamon.
I think you're a boring sandwich.
What's the reverse finger boop? How do you do that?
Paul poop? I don't like that at all. I don't like that at all. I once had an Italian sub in high school. But
Crabs or spiders.
Yeah.
Lobsters or scorpions.
Even at Subway.
Apparently, there is a way of knowing.
Gambling makes sandwiches. Poob regnif.